Hey everyone, welcome back to FS22 on the Elm Creek map. As you might have remembered earlier, we've sold the eggs, but now we've just got to mow the grass, check everything else, and move on until December and January so that we can sell the lettuce. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to get this grass mowed up. I'm not sure how much a baler is. I might have to rent it. I know that I didn't really want to rent much in this playthrough, but I feel like I might have to. So, gosh, we've got a lot of lettuce. Goodness. We've got a fair amount of lettuce. So that is looking very promising. We got to check that the water's okay in them. 5,000. Okay, so I'm going to mow this, and then I'm going to top up the water on 2 of them and then carry on. We've just finished mowing the field and it looks like a decent amount of grass. I'm going to have a look at how much a baler is, and then if not, we'll just rent when we have enough to, you know, give or take a bit of money, if that made any sense whatsoever. I might just go with this one because it doesn't take us out to the 70,000 bracket, so I think it should be okay, and we'll be done with it in like literally 0.2 seconds. So I think we might put grass on these 2 as well, so we can have some starting grass and things like that. Hire out the baler again in about January to cut it, and then store them away in there for now. I don't know if I want to change this, because to me it's quite annoying, because even though you have like this little cellar bit, who's actually going to use it? I just don't use it. I don't use it for what it's meant to be used for. I don't know, we'll see. Leave a comment down below about whether I should keep it or not. So yeah, we'll get started with the baling, seeing as we've leased it and we haven't even gone to get it yet. I was just driving past and this is the first time I've literally noticed a ladder going up to a piece of scaffolding on the chimney, and for there to be a collectible there. Oh my god, watch me not be able to get up this ladder though. Wait, does this mean that if I bought this land, the house wouldn't be able to be sold? Look at that. How have I never ever found that before? That's absolutely crazy. It's literally right under my nose. So now that we've baled all of the grass, this is gonna probably take a while, but oh well. I'm just gonna go pop it back into the storage area, and I'm also going to take this baler back. So once I've done those, I'm just gonna check the contracts. I'm also gonna look for another collectible, and then we're gonna move on to December. As you can see, it is now December, and I've just fed the chickens. Everything else doesn't need doing. I've fertilized. I've done everything in the space of 40 minutes, basically. So now we're just going to go and find another collectible and then move on to January to sell the lettuces. But I will go off and have a look myself and then be back when I found a collectible in order for us to move on to the next month. Oh, there is actually one. Anyways, going back, I'm just going to update you on what we've been doing, or what I've been doing. I obviously mowed this grass, then I fertilized it again because the fertilizer amount dropped by half. I then put grass on this one, fertilized it and rolled it, fed the chickens, and then put more grass over here. As you can see, the roller's still left here, and I fertilized it and rolled this one too, so they're all pretty high with their yield bonuses. After I mowed the grass, I then put it in here. I kind of just threw it in because they were only tiny. This gets me thinking as to whether some of these buildings would not be able to be knocked down, seeing as there were collectibles in them. Anyways, I'll see you in January so that we can get selling on those lettuces. I'm excited. Oh, we've increased by quite a lot. So this is still growing. Still no weeds. Oh, it's snowing. Great. Any weeds on this one? Nope, just needs rolling. And this one, no weeds. And that one won't have any weeds. So let's just have a look at the chickens. Of course, they are throwing themselves through their food as usual. Oh my gosh. And coming out with eggs left, right and centre as always. But that's great because that means that we'll have a good amount of eggs again for next year, which is exciting. Once we've done this, I'm just going to go load up the truck with all the lettuces and find the best place to go. Oh my goodness, I was just making a comparison of this year and last year's, but like, I don't know if we've outdone ourselves this year. The lighting's not very good. But look at all those. That's crazy. And we've already got like 9 on the truck. Okay, we have finally got up that hill. So I'm just gonna pop these onto the selling point and see what happens. That was 8,000. Oh, was that more than I'd expected? 8,000 for 9 of them. Yeah, I think it was. I think that was more. That was like double. Oh gosh. Hopefully that means something good then. I hope I'm not gonna slip everywhere. So here we are with the second load. Doesn't seem to be many people out because of the snow, which is good. Here's our second lot. Let's see how this one does. Hopefully it'll be about the same. So that'll take us up to 91,000. Yep. Nearly 9,000. So that's like 1,000 per... Oh yeah, that would make sense actually. I just calculated it wrong. And here we are with the third one. If I can get up there. We've literally flipped over twice with this one. It's been one hell of a journey. Then the other one should bring us up, oh my god, up to a grand total of about 111,000. And then we're just going to wait throughout the day for any others to pop up so we can sell them. Right, we finally got our fourth load in, and it was very dodgy coming up here, I gotta say. It's like doing wheelies and stuff, which is fun, always fun. Oh, it's gone down in price. That's surprising, because it was at 2009. Oh, of course, we didn't see all of it. Oh my god, I'm not looking where I'm going. I swear the roads are still slippery. I don't really have anything to do on the farm, so I'm going to hang about, see if any more lettuces pop up. Nope, nothing has spawned still, so I think we'll just take this one. Oh, now it's saying the February's the highest. There was literally like 2,029 today. That's okay, there'll be some tomorrow and we can sell them. So we are back and I've skipped over to February. As you can see, we now have £111,785, which means that I'm going to check the lettuces again, sell whatever we can, because I believe that the price shouldn't go down that much compared to yesterday. Oh yeah, I found out that it was actually higher this time, which is a bit disappointing, but actually it's quite a bit closer anyway. So I'm just gonna... How many have we got? We got 1, 2, 3. Well, I think that should be enough to get us the new field and enable us to make a start on things. Also, I definitely know now to wait until February because the prices are better again. And we've hit our target, I think, I'm hoping. So we're just gonna go and do that now and buy the field if we can afford it, which we can. So field 5 is now ours. Let me just untag the grocery mart so it stops flashing green. We only have £777 left though, which is kind of not the best. These chickens really do take up a lot. And also today we are going to be oh no, we don't have to plant anything today. We just need to check up on our fields and see if they need anything. God, look at our little farm growing now. We've got all of this. I'm very happy with our progress. Just wondering like whether just this much would be enough. Because we're gonna have the production there, which will remove a field. I don't think just these ones will be enough, so I might have to extend over to that side or something. We'll see. Which I'm not really mad at anyway. But other than that, I don't think we really need to do anything today. Well, that one's nearly got more lettuce being produced, so I might just wait until the end of the day. And while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna top up the water in this greenhouse. And then I'm gonna move on, so I'll see you in March. Okay, so we are now in March. I'm just checking the grass. I thought grass grew back. Now I'm looking at the grass back there and it has not grown back. These are all ready to harvest though. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go mow the fields because I believe that all of them are done. Then I'm going to... I think I'm gonna actually put oat on both of the small fields because I feel like actually I'm not sure if that's a good idea. No, I will. Because oat has such a short amount of time in the field, I'm actually going to use the small field that I wasn't going to use anymore for oat. Because it's not like I'm going to get the grain mill that quickly. So instead of just absolutely wasting the use of a field, I'm going to use it for oat instead. While I was doing these fields, which are all done now, I was just thinking like, we're not going to have cows for so long, so we might as well sell the bales now to get our money up so that we can progress quicker. I'm hoping to finish Elm Creek map within 30 episodes maybe, so we're already at like episode 15. I'm hoping the things will pick up a bit quicker so that I can get through things quicker, but they're not going to pick up quicker if I keep doing things like this, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a worker to cultivate the 2 top fields. I'm going to load the truck with the bales, including the bales that are in the barn at the moment, and I'm going to go and sell them. And then we're going to focus on the months that we have nothing to do on contracts. I'm not sure if I'm going to do new contracts or redo some contracts that I've done before, depending on the price that they're going to pay us, so that I can afford the grain mill. So we're going to set a worker off on the 2 fields that I want to plant today, and then we're going to put the bales over to sell. And once all that is done, I'll be back with the final amount and we'll see if there's any contracts that we can do for this month. And we'll go from there then. So now we have finally emptied out the storage area. I don't know what this is called really, the hayloft, hay barn, something like that. But you can see that our money is still low. That's because I decided to repair the tractor so that it's no longer almost broken, because it was going into the orange and red. I have filled up the chickens with their food, and we've got a worker cultivating the field for next month, and then we're just going to move on, I think. Welcome to April. These fields are growing very nicely, but there's some weeds that we need to take care of. I'm not sure if I can actually go on to these now, which is not very good. I can't remember when I planted them. Just gonna go do the basics, such as look at the chickens, see if that's all okay. I'm really gonna start condensing the episodes. I feel like you might have felt that has been happening recently, but I want to get to the good content and kind of skip through the months where I'm not really doing anything. The prices are still really good, so I think I'm gonna set the worker off on the big field because that doesn't need liming. I'm not sure if the other field needs liming. Yeah, I'll just send the few lettuce boxes over and I'll be right back. So while the worker's doing that, we just sold our lettuce boxes for quite a good amount, I gotta say. The eggs are building up once again, which is amazing. Love to see it. And then for the rest of the day, all we'll be doing is sorting out the bigger field, which has literally so many weeds on it. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Look at this. They're like half of my height. That's so bad. Anyways, once the work is done here, I will set him on to doing this one. They're both going to be sorghum fields. And then I'm going to roll them and fertilize them. And then I'm going to put some more water in the greenhouses because they're running a bit low. See if there's any... Actually, I'll see if there's any contracts for me to do now. We'll wait for a bit and then see what happens. I have set a worker onto the field to plant the rest of the sorghum, and while he's doing that, I'm just gonna thin out this forest a bit, so when I eventually buy this side, it's a bit thinner on the tree area, and also I can sell some of the trees then. So see how these two are making this bit thick? I'm just probably going to fell this tree, to be honest. And then I think there was one up here, I think is this one. Perfect, so I'm just going to sort these out and then I'll be back once this is done and the field is done. So the carpentry place really isn't that far. I literally just had to cut across a field and then we've arrived, so that's lucky. Just got to make sure that I'm not going to crash. Sold wood was only £137. Was that even worth it? I suppose it topped us up, but gosh. Was it really worth all that time and effort? I say it as if it was like a lot of effort, but I really can't wait to own all of this. Like the cows are going to be there. Probably going to leave these as grass fields to feed the cows. Do you know what I wish though? Is I wish that some of the houses could be bought as well and used as like rental properties. That would be really good, I think. I thought we'd need like a few chicken coops, but I think literally one is enough. Okay, so as you can see the price is going up. That's because I just threw 2 of the lettuces into the fast food restaurant. The price is still good, so I thought, why the heck not? And here we successfully have all of the fields sown, all of the crops sown for this year. So I'm just going to pop the seeder back, as I always do, and then grab the roller, the fertilizer, and the herbicide, and then I will be back once all of that is finally complete. We are back in the month of May. I finished everything that I needed to do last season. The crops are all growing very nicely. I think all we need to do today is some weeding, which should be this field. Yep, and then the field behind it. Other than that, I think that's all we need to do. I've decided that I'm going to do this contract. I would like some money to kind of speed some things up now. I definitely think I want a Vulture tractor though, eventually. On one of the farms. It's amazing. I haven't had time to upgrade anything yet, so it's going to be fun when we do. Hopefully it'll be soon enough, when we start making a good amount of money. It's so... I can't even explain how it feels to drive. Like, it feels like minimal effort. Where are we? Like, the weight that's on it now just feels like it's nothing. So I'm going to leave this episode here. When I come back in the next episode, this field will be done. And this is where I will pick up in the next episode. Please leave a like on this video if you haven't already, and please consider subscribing. It will mean a lot to me. In the next episode, we will be getting through harvest season. We will also be moving along to sell the eggs and the lettuce as always, and then we will be hopefully purchasing our grain mill, which is very exciting, so I hope to see you there in the next episode. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.